Good girl. She's so clear-headed right now. It's wonderful.
That's what we call.
Learning so much stuff. This is great to do at 6 months old.
Oh yeah.
A basic stay. And then add a distraction. The distraction is either something she wants to run towards or run away from.
At various intensities, right?
Yep.
We can start low intensity to high. This is somewhere in the middle. This one works really good.
The rolling trash can is a popular one.
Yeah.
Baby talk.
Baby talks.
Yep.
Squeaky toys, food.
Yep.
Neighbors, or if you have a cooperative neighbor coming over, knock on the door, stuff like this. Knock it all out. Okay, that's definitely a little nervous. Let's see what she does. Good. Stay. It's good. That's
Yeah, her owners described her as a little timid.
yeah.
You know,
Good.
unsure of lots of things.
But at the same time, she tries to be a big girl and wants to deal with everything. That's going to equal a messy
Overreactions.
situation.
Yeah,
Right.
like she barked at Izzy.
Overreactions.
Yep.
And then the overreactions become the default, and then it just gets worse. So she's in nice and early, 6 months.
There, she goes back to her
That's right.
coping
Stay.
skill, which will be the sit or the down. There she goes. Good girl.
Good.
Notice how we're not telling her to sit. We're just telling her to stay and letting her decide. Good job. Stay was a tough one for her just last week.
That's right. That's right.
Look at that. Wonderful.
This is, in a nutshell, this is the mechanics that we're teaching to teach a dog to watch a situation. Like you said, if it's an environmental that makes them want to run away, it gives them the skill to kind of take a deep breath, and instead of going into fight or flight immediately, they stay seated and they watch, right? And that allows her, third time that happened, now she's saying, oh, this thing's not going to hurt me. If I wasn't able to do that, she goes into flight, she stays in flight, and the next time we see something like this, she goes into flight and she stays in flight, and then we can't, you know. So we're teaching her stay, even if you're spooked, because I told you to, right? I'm not going to put her somewhere to stay if she's in harm's way, right? This is trust.
Yes.
Trust me, that truck's not going to hit you, right? So
Wonderful.
good. And then it goes this. The other thing is, if she wants the thing,
Wonderful.
this is good. This is all her on her own. I'm just gonna tell her she's doing good.
That's a good girl.
Again, if she wants the thing, right? So if the environmental is a person or a dog or food or a squirrel, something that she wants, or instead of seeing her break her command and go away, she's going to try to go towards it. It's going to teach her, don't just have some impulse control. Don't just run up to the thing that you want. All right. That goes for knocks on the door and everything, right? They stop themselves. They use the coping skill of staying and listening, especially if they're in a command, and then they can observe the situation. When they observe it, they realize their position is to sit and watch until offered. And most of the time, they're not even going to be offered, right? Because that's life. We're doing things we don't need the dog to be part of. And that's one thing to teach them when they're puppies, is that these commands are teaching you you're not part of the thing. I mean, you're here, you're included, but right now when you're sitting and when you're downing, when you're on place, even when you're in heel, I want you to do those things while these things go on around you. I want you to be passive, okay? And then when I release you, you can be interactive, okay? Good. Matt. Break.
Yeah, girl.
That's
Good
what I'm
girl.
talking about. When you do it, you just do good.
Oh my
Very
goodness. Look at
nice.
her.
Very nice.
Oh, good
Okay.
girl.